Hey guys, Jess here, Josh there. Today we're about to do our March favorites, so let's get into it.
So I read 5 books in March, and they were 33 Minutes by Todd Hassack-Lowy, if I said that right, I'm not sure. Forget Me by K.A. Harrington. Contaminated by M. Garner. Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry. And we both read A Series of Unfortunate Events, The Miserable Mill by Lemony Snicket.
I read 11 books in March, and they are That Hideous Strength by C.S. Lewis, Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde, Insurgent by Veronica Roth, The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, The Last Dragon Slayer by Jasper Fforde, The Thief Lord by Cornelia Funk, Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde, The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, and The Jane Austen Book Club by Karen Joy Fowler.
So at the number 3 spot, which gets the bronze medal, I have 33 Minutes by Todd Hassack-Lowy. So this book is about a kid named Sam Lewis, and his friend Morgan is going to kick his butt at recess. I like this because, for one, it was funny, and there's also like drawings in here, kind of like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so it kind of just helped break the flow a bit from all the text, and they're interesting to look at, and it's entertaining. There.
What's your rating?
My rating, on Goodreads I put 5 stars, but I think it's more like a 4.5 or 4.25, one of those.
4.25?
Yeah, we're going into 4s.
Okay, cool. So in my number 3 spot, I have The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde. This is hard to describe because his novels are always super complicated, but I'll do the best that I can. It's set in like a fantastical version of England, in which like there's time travel and literary characters are able to interact with like reality, like normal people. And the main character is a literary detective or like literary CIA sort of type thing, and she finds herself investigating in her favorite novel, which happens to be Jane Eyre. I thought the book was really cleverly written. I read, like, as you can probably tell from my list, I read like 3 Jasper Fforde novels this month, and I never read him before. And yeah, I just thought it was really cleverly written. Anybody who likes literature or especially British classical literature will really enjoy this book. He really weaves a lot of stuff in his novels, and this was no exception. It was really hard to summarize this, but yeah, I just thought it was like anybody who enjoys literature, like especially British literature, obviously, would really enjoy this novel. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
So the number 2 spot, which gets the silver medal, was Forget Me by, what's her name? I forgot her name. K.A. Harrington. So this book is about a girl whose boyfriend has died, and then she posts this picture of him on a social media website, and then the face recognition thing, it says, "Is this Evan Murphy?" And then after that, all this mystery, and like, whoa, this thing's happening.
Is he actually dead? Right.
Oh, that is the question. That's what, and it just gets so interesting because like this was more of a kind of a mystery book, and I haven't read one of those in a while, so it was kind of nice. It's refreshing, but I was always kind of guessing like, oh, what's gonna happen, and then the chapters always ended really well, and you just want to keep on reading. It was really good. So this book, 5 out of 5 stars. It was really good.
My number 2 book is also another Jasper Fforde book. Yeah, I was going big guns this last month. I kind of read it out of rebelliousness for the 50 Shades of Grey movie that came out. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna try this book that sounds like, so then people are like, ask me, what are you reading? And I say, Shades of Grey. And they're like, oh, 50 Shades of Grey? And I'm like, no, actually this is another novel by like completely different author. But anyway, yeah, basically it's a dystopian novel, but it's not like depressing dystopian like most dystopian novels. Everybody can see one color, everybody in the society. And Yeah, so like purples are on the top because they're like the top of the spectrum, and then reds are on the bottom, and then there are also people who can, like, they can't see any color, and they're grays, and they are like the working class, like they're nobody. So the main character is a red, and one day he sees this gray girl do something that just changes the course of his life. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
So the number 1 spot, which gets the gold medal, is Contaminated by M. Gardner. I really love this book, but it's a dystopian, like the Shades of Grey, and there was this, it was like a diet drink that was released to the public, and it was really popular, and like a lot of people were drinking it, but the protein in it was like turning people into zombie-like creatures, and everything went downhill from that. So I really love this book because it has all the feels, like when the main character is happy, you're happy with them. When they're sad, you're sad. When they're mad at somebody, you're mad with them because those people are jerks.
Basically, you're with them all the way.
Yeah.
You're with them
You're
all the way.
just like,
I shouldn't say anything.
go characters, go! So I rate the book 6 out of 5 stars.
So my number 1 book is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This book was, it was so good. In a nutshell, it's about an alien invasion. There are 4 main characters, and like they're both, 3 of them are teenagers, and one of them is like a 5-year-old boy. And it's just basically about how they survived this alien invasion. I give this book 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw,
Hit that little like button down there.
and if you really enjoyed what you saw, be sure to click the subscribe button also down there. We'll catch y'all next time.
Bye!